This is how we built a restaurant-grade wok setup in our backyard. A lot of you are just as excited as I was to get our new wok burner, so today I'm going to show you how we set it up. First, we picked up a stainless steel table from Facebook Marketplace. This one for only $70. We actually get a lot of our furniture on Facebook Marketplace. We set it up and then decided where we wanted the wok to go. In this case, since it's a bigger table, we kind of wanted to go on the left side so we'd have room on the right to prep. Apparently, the first step to cutting a big hole in the table is to make a small hole. Then you gotta lube it up to make sure it doesn't overheat. You can use any sort of oil. They do sell specific oils for metal cutting, but in this case, Luke just used his chain grease. Don't forget your ear protection. This is even louder than your neighbor's leaf blower at 8 a.m. in the morning. Luke, what tool is this?
This is a jigsaw.
And do you need to put like a special blade on it to make it cut metal?
Yes, it's using a metal cutting blade. Any blade that can cut metal is usually labeled HSS or high-speed steel.
Do you have to use a jigsaw or can you use a different tool?
You could use a reciprocating saw or a sawzall.
Okay.
It would be harder to cut. A jigsaw can cut finer details. You have more control with a smaller blade.
Okay.
A sawzall is not for fine detail work. Use a jigsaw if you want your cut to be smooth and accurate.
I was really worried that cutting a giant hole in this table would ruin the structural integrity of the table, like maybe it would cave, but actually it was totally fine.
Steel is quite strong. Yeah, you're not cutting out any part of the table that makes it particularly stiff, like the edge where it's folded over. You're cutting out the middle, which isn't contributing much to the stiffness of the table anyway.
Obviously, a thicker gauge steel is better, but this is pretty thin, like an 18 gauge, and it was totally fine. Now to clean up the cut, you want to file down the edges with a metal file to remove any sharp burrs. Then some pretty rough, thick sandpaper to finish it off. Smooth out the edges. You should be able to touch it without cutting yourself. That's the goal. But you don't have to be too exact with it because the burner is going to cover up the hole anyways. Moment of truth. Da-da-da. Does it fit? Oh wow, it fits perfect. Amazing. Luke, it fits perfect. Wow, cool. Now we're gonna have to like bolt it in.
Maybe just glue it.
Glue it, yeah. It looks so good.
Probably stay like well enough.
We didn't end up gluing it or bolting it down. It turns out even when we stir fry pretty vigorously on it, it doesn't move much, so we just left it the way it is. So one thing we noticed while bluing our carbon steel wok, which is the first time we had turned the burner up to high, there's some factory paint on the burner that burns off and gives off these really terrible fumes. We messaged the owner and creator of the Power Flamer, who said this is actually totally normal and to be expected. He's been super helpful and responsive, and I can tell he loves his customers. I would just recommend not starting this indoors. I'm so excited to cook on it. What should we make first? I'm honestly pretty intimidated.